very long time ago, in a town called Hamelin in Germany, there was a rat invasion. The rats scurried into town by the dozens and hundreds and thousands. At one point, you couldn't even step on the ground or touch a tree without touching a rat. People of the town would wake up in the morning with rats in their breeches, in their shoes. The rats ate up all the food also. The more they killed the rats, the more they came. They tried dogs and cats and rat trappers and prayer and saints, and nothing seemed to work. One day, a man walked in town. He was a gawky-looking man, pretty curious, we would say. He had a black felt hat, really big and round, and he danced and sang a song. Who lives shall see, this is he, the rat catcher. Who lives shall see, this is he, the rat catcher. The townspeople came into a meeting and they asked, well, what can we do? The town councilor said, well, we've seen this man, and the man has said to us, if we pay him a sum of $1 a head, then he'll make all the rats disappear. The town's council, they sat there and thought, can this be true? Is this man a magician? The town councilor said, well, we're not sure yet, but we'll work this out. So the town's council got together and asked the man to help them. The man said, okay, so you'll give me $1 per head, and I'll have them all out by the end of the night. So around 9 o'clock, he told the people to go into their houses. He stood by the church and played his song. And he also played the bagpipes, which first came out very soft, and then became really urgent and loud, and a beautiful sound, but pretty loud. So the rats all started to come from all the little cracks and crevices of the town, and they gathered around the bagpiper, and he began to sing and dance and hop towards the bridge. The town bridge was above a river. This river was big and deep and long, and the bagpiper said, hop, hop. And all at once, the rats began to hop in the river. Millions and millions and millions of rats. That's what he thought. Now, the last rat to jump was a big, white, old rat. The white rat said, they're all gone, friend. And he said, well, how many were there? He said, well, one less than 1,000,000. He said, that's excellent. So he went back to the town, and he said, it's all done, sir. Well, the town councilor said, all done? So where are the heads of the rats? The man said, well, you didn't ask for the heads of the rats. The town councilor said, we'd pay you $1 for each head. But since you've helped us, we'll give you about $50,000. The man said, keep your money. I'll be paid by your heirs. So the town council found out about this, and they laughed and thought, paid by our heirs? So one day they went to church, all the townspeople except for the children. And when they returned home, all the children were gone. And in anger and despair and urgency, they ran around searching the towns nearby for the children. And when they came back to town tired, they found 3 boys. These boys told the story of what happened to the children. One boy said, well, when you guys went to church, the bagpiper who helped us with the rats, he came back and he played his bagpipes for us. And we danced and sang and we followed him to a mountain. And the mountain was opened. We all went towards the mountain. I stayed out because I got hurt. He stayed out because he was running so fast he bumped into the mountain and fell down. And he stayed out of the mountain because he also got hurt because he was rushing so much. The music was so great. The bagpiper left, but as soon as we stood there, the mountain closed up and we couldn't get in here. We couldn't get in, so we came back here. So all the townspeople went to the mountain, and they searched and searched for a hole in the mountain to find the children, but they couldn't find them. So 150 years later, all the parents and uncles and aunts are gone, and we have the mountaineers who were walking around the mountains one day, and they found some people who only spoke German. But all of them spoke Hungarian, in a Hungarian state. All that could be thought of was that these were the lost children of Hamel.